Hey guys, Prowl 1701 here, and we have some more 60th anniversary celebration news, some more casting announcements. One of the ones I'm most excited about is that Bernard Cribbins is coming back. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce that. I live in the States and we pronounce it Bernard, but I believe in the UK it's Bernard. We do know he's coming back. I really like Mr. Cribbins' acting. I love Wilf. Wilf is just I don't know why. I've always liked him as a companion. Bernard's just so good in that role. I really enjoyed him in like series 4 and in the specials. Really liked him. And just the bond he had with the 10th Doctor. I think of all the news that's been announced the past couple of days, that could be the one that has me most excited. But we have seen photographs from scenes they're shooting, location work. And we did get to see Bernard Cribbins there in a wheelchair. Um, Now, whether the wheelchair is something that Bernard Cribbins himself is using or whether that's something the character Wilf is using, I'm not sure. I get the impression it's something Wilf is using because I got the impression, it's hard to tell from the photographs, that they were shooting when David was behind him pushing the chair. Um, Interestingly enough, Tennant's outfit doesn't quite look exactly like his outfits. The suit looks the same. To me, the shirt looks a little different. It looks less blue and more white from the photos, but that could just be the lens. I think the tie is a little different. And of course, the coat is very different, more reminiscent of Jack's. And that's interesting. The fact that it's close, but it's very obviously not exactly the same. That makes me curious if this is actually maybe an alternate version of the Doctor, like a parallel universe, like one of the Unbound Doctors or something like that, where it's maybe not our universe's Doctor, but another Doctor has maybe popped into our universe, or these could be events taking place in an alternate universe, where maybe the Doctor and Donna didn't separate. He didn't have to erase their memories, and they kept traveling together for longer. That would be interesting. I'm curious about that. And then, of course, we have the news about Yasmin playing a character named Rose. Now, I'm not familiar with Yasmin. I forget her last name. I'm not familiar with her. I've never seen Heartbreakers. You know, at my age, I don't really care for high school TV shows. I would have found shows like that exhausting even when I was in high school. Like, I don't get into most CW stuff. I liked Smallville. That was about as far as I got. I don't even watch the Arrowverse stuff. So I certainly wouldn't want to do that now. I do know she is a trans actress, and I'm not sure what her age is actually right off the top of my head. And it has been announced she's playing a character named Rose. Now, I don't believe it's officially said Rose Tyler. I think that's the fans latching on to the name Rose and just, subconsciously adding the Tyler to it. But I'm pretty sure the actual announcement just said Rose. And there's lots of people named Rose. I've met people named Rose. So it might not be Rose Tyler. I've heard other theories about, like, she might be a parallel universe Rose. Like, maybe she's the Rose Tyler from the alternate universe that this 10th Doctor might be from. That would be interesting. I've also heard the fan theory that she might be Donna's daughter, because we do know that in End of Time, Donna did marry a black man. So they would have an interracial child. So she could be Donna's daughter. She could be Mickey and Martha's daughter, actually. That's very possible as well, because they could have had children since they got married. And I could see Mickey maybe wanting to name his daughter Rose. So that's a very real possibility. That's interesting. I'm curious to find out more about who that is. Again, I'm not really familiar with the actress, but I'm curious to find out more about it. It's interesting seeing the set photos. I know I've had people tell me, rather, that the director, Rachel, I think is her name, who did some of the Better Capaldi episodes, was on set. I think she did like Heaven Sent and The World Enough in Time two-parter. And those are both great stories. I really enjoy the story itself and the cinematography. They're really well-made episodes. So if she is directing the 60th anniversary, that's great. I'm all for that. I like her as a director from what I've seen of her Doctor Who work. So I'm all for that. Interesting to note, if I'm remembering correctly, when it announced David Tennant and Catherine Tate coming back, it announced as part of the 60th anniversary celebrations or 60th celebrations. I don't think it specifically says the 60th anniversary. I do want to point that out. Because I'm wondering if what they're filming right now is actually for the 60th anniversary in November of that year, or if they're going to do some stuff before that. Maybe this is a mini episode like Night of the Doctor, although I'd be a little disappointed if that's all it was. As much as I love Night of the Doctor, I want more 10th Doctor and Donna. I love the 10th Doctor and Donna. But maybe this is like another special that'll go up before then, or something that gets released leading up to the actual 60th, where the 60th would be Shooty's first story. So this might be something separate and not actually part of the 60th anniversary itself, just part of the 60th celebrations. Because I could have sworn when the tweet that went out talking about David and Catherine coming back yesterday, or I guess 2 days from when y'all see this, it just said 60th celebrations or 60th anniversary celebrations. So it might not actually be part of the 60th itself. So I'm curious to find out more about that. I enjoyed seeing the pictures. It's obvious that's why they went ahead and leaked well, I won't say leaked, but went ahead and publicly acknowledged that David and Catherine were coming back because they were doing location footage. People were going to find out about it anyway, so might as well get ahead of that and be able to shape the narrative how you want it to be shaped. Russell is being very secretive about this. I love how he's even throwing all these options out. Like, is it a lost story? Is it a dream? Is it a flashback? Is it something else? You know, a parallel universe. I love the fact he even mentioned a parallel universe. So that's interesting. And the same thing with the new Rose. The fact that they just call her Rose. I don't think they actually call her Rose Tyler. And we are one of those people, when we hear the name Rose in Doctor Who, immediately we think of Rose Tyler. Like, even the station vendor was on, and Flux was like Rose Station, I think it was. And I remember the internet just popping up about it, like, whoa, 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 Rose, 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 how's this connected to Rose? And I'm like, come on, y'all. Come on. It's not what you think. And I was right about that. It turned out to be a coincidence. So that could be just Dave Russell toying with us. Messing with us. I sometimes think a lot of the showrunners like doing that. I think Moffat liked doing that too. Moffat was straight up lied to us. So I'm curious to find out more about it. I like that Wilf is back. I want to find out more about Yasmin's character Rose, and more about why the Doctor's outfit looks like the 10th Doctor's, but not exactly like the 10th Doctor's. And find out more about that. So I'd like to know what you think about this news. So comment down below and let me know. I always enjoy hearing from you guys. Other things to do: click the like button, click the subscribe button. I also have a Patreon if you like what I do and would like to support what I do. There's a link to that down in the description below. That helps me out a lot. I also have a P.O. box if there's anything you would like to send me to do an unboxing of or review, and I have a link to my Amazon wish list down in the description as well. I update that regularly. Most importantly though, thank you for watching. All of this Doctor Who's news coming out just has my schedule thrown off so much. God, I'm running like so far ahead in videos. I think I've got videos through like almost the first half of June done. My Crimson Horror video has been pushed back so many times. I think I filmed it in like March or early April. It keeps getting pushed back. Man, like, all this Doctor Who news coming out has got my Time Warrior review schedule thrown so far off. I'm gonna need a little bit of a breather. I don't want to hear any other Doctor Who news until like Sunday. Yes, I do. Give me more. It's weird because like part of me doesn't want too much because I want it to be a surprise when I see all the stuff next year. Part of me is like, tell me more, tell me more, tell me more, give me more. It's odd. Like I said, the thing I'm most excited about is Wilf. I just love having Wilf back. That's so great. I'm so excited. When like before these past couple announcements, I'd just been more apathetic and indifferent. Although to be fair, the thing I'm most excited to hear about, I haven't heard about yet, is when am I getting my Season 22 box set? Give me the Season 22 box set release date and the Abominable Snowmen release dates Those are the two things I'm fired up about. I never thought I'd be more excited about Colin Baker than anything else going on, but I want my season 22 set.